Hey guys, in this video, I'm gonna give you a breakdown of our DIY budget-friendly video wall that we're using here at South Fellowship Church. I've seen quite a few comments in some of our videos asking about this video wall. Is that an LED wall? What kind of projectors are you using? Lots of questions. I'll address all of those in this video. I think many of you will be impressed at how inexpensive this type of solution can be. And I need to give credit to Eric. He is a longtime super volunteer tech team member here at South Fellowship Church. Him and then another church member, Jim, who actually designed and assembled this video wall that we're using today. None of this was my idea. This was just a bunch of smart dudes who go to our church and they were able to come up with an amazing solution here. Oh, Aaron as well, the worship pastor. So the big picture goal that Aaron wanted as a worship pastor is to be able to quickly switch between, the look that has like a screen that we could project things on, so we could have some nice motion backgrounds or any imagery or videos playing, sometimes just still images as well behind the band. And I'm a big fan of that look. I like being able to use motion backgrounds from all the great motion background websites out there, whether it's CMG, Visual Church Media, throwing them on this back wall here, and it really just adds great color and dynamics and energy to the worship set visually. The other thing though Aaron wanted to be able to do is quickly switch to this more natural wood palette look. So when you think about how you can do stage designs, if you're trying to do both projection or like a video wall as well as palettes, it can quickly add up to a lot of work to be able to switch quickly between those different scenes. And we wanted a very convenient way to do that. Aaron wanted a convenient way to do that. So he talked to Eric, one of our super tech team members, and then Eric was kind of thinking through what type of solution we could come up with, and then Eric talked to one of the carpenters here that we have at the church, and this is what they came up with. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 freestanding structures here that are kind of like cylinders in the shape of a triangle. So you can kind of see what this one looks like here. On one side of the triangle, we've got the wood, and then on the other side of the triangle, we have this kind of white tile board. I'll give you the exact name here in a moment, and I'll put links to all this down below in the description so you can get these materials. Pretty much everything you can find at Home Depot. What's really genius about this design is how quick it is to change the look. So for Sundays right now, we've been having the white projection wall, but then a few weeks ago, actually a couple months ago now, we did our Churchfront Live event, and we weren't really gonna use the center screen. So what I did is spent about 5 minutes just spinning these triangles around so that we have the nice natural wood look right here. And it provides just a nice natural, darker background. I think it looks great on camera as well. Funny story about the wood here. This is just fencing material that someone at the church had some extra fence material laying around. They had enough to cover this whole wall. So every single one of these panels can flip around and look like this. And now let's talk about this white stuff right here. It is called Yucca tile. So I'll link this down below. And these panels here, the entire structure is 10 feet tall by 4 feet wide. So we've got, again, 7 structures. So the width would be 4 times 7, about 28 feet wide. And we're not using the 2 side structures as projection walls. We're actually we turn those around to be wood, and then we're just using the center 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 panels to be projection walls. So our screen is 20 feet wide by 10 feet tall. And this Yucca tile material, I think you might use this in your home or maybe a bathroom or something like that. It kind of has a more, I think it's a bit more of a matte finish to it, a little, maybe semi-glossy finish. And it's very reflective, so it really reflects our projector well. And then we've just got these small little screws in here that are holding up the material. And because you can only get the material in 8-foot lengths, we had to put an 8-footer on top here, and then we had to add another 2-foot piece down here on the bottom. So inside the triangle here, it's pretty much completely hollow. So I can spin this around for you. And right now we have one of the sides of the triangle structure here. It's just empty. So we could put another material in here. We could mount some lights in here. I'm happy with the look we have right now with some of the lighting fixtures we've got above the screen. Kind of provides some nice back downward pointing lights to give the bands a nice color wash behind them. But what I'll do is I'll have Chipper take some nice still images of one of these structures so you can kind of get an idea of how they built it. If I can come across the actual schematic drawings that our congregation member came up with to do this, I'll go ahead and put the link to those down below. But even if you could find someone handy at your church, they could probably just look at what he built here. I'm not a carpenter at all. They could probably look at it and build it because it does look fairly simple. So here's another cool idea of what they did to make sure that we can actually, fairly quickly put these panels in place. So here I have a little pole. You could use anything. I don't even know. I think this is what they made it for. But I have little eye hooks down here at the bottom of the screen, and then I can easily pull it up to be positioned the right way. And then what they did is on the floor, there's L brackets that kind of, create the border or the perimeter of where the structure is going to be pushed up to. So we just know as long as these panels are right up next to these L brackets, and I can just pull them with this eye hook here, it's going to be in a straight line and it's going to look square. So right now on these side ones, I'm actually pulling these angles out a little bit because I like the look of the light up there coming down behind these wood panels. And you can kind of see the color light through the kind of the creases or the cracks within between the cedar fencing material here. The projector we're using in this setup is an Epson short throw projector. I'm going to link that down below so you know the exact model that we're using. And again, it's working great for our situation. All churches are going to be different, so you got to really look at the projector specifications and measure out like how wide is the throw going to be depending on how far away it is from your screen. But like I said, we've got a 20-foot by 10-foot tall screen. And then the projector, I would say the projector is probably 10 to 12 feet away from the screen, and then it's probably another 11 feet up in the ceiling right behind the curtain so nobody can see it. And you'll be surprised, like with a short throw projector like that, I could be standing pretty far back here as a band member and still not be in the way of this projector because it's so high and it just kind of shoots right over me and behind me onto the screen. And I did want to mention the way we're actually putting content on this wall is we're running another instance of ProPresenter back in our tech booth. It's on the same computer as our lighting computer, and we are just usually throwing up some different motion backgrounds, some still images, and it's really simple. We're actually just sending some MIDI cues from the other instance of ProPresenter on our main presentation computer, and we're able to automatically queue up these different backgrounds depending on the song and the color scheme that we're using. So that's the setup. That's the simple structure we're using here for our video wall that can easily switch into the nice natural wooden wall. That's the projector we're using. You'll see some B-roll in this video of the results of what this all looks like. I hope this gives you guys some inspiration that you don't necessarily have to go spend $100,000 on an LED wall to have a nice video background. It's great if you have the budget for it. I could probably find some better things to spend money on, especially when projectors are that bright and look that amazing these days. But I think this could actually be a great solution for a lot of churches out there. So check out the links below for more details on this setup, images of the actual structure, and links to all the gear that we're using. And if you would like our team's help building and growing a thriving worship ministry at your church, don't forget to check out worshipministryschool.com or a lot of our courses that we have linked down below this video. We're working with worship leaders from all around the globe every single day. It's a blast, and it's so fun to see them make progress in their ministry. So if you'd like to work with us, schedule a free strategy session today. We look forward to connecting with you soon.